Hey traders, good morning. Edison here at the Edison Trading Collective. Coming at you about 10:30 Central Time on Friday morning. A gloomy day here in the Midwest, but that is okay. Caught a sweet little move, roughly out of the gates here on Tesla. Super clean, tons of alignment, SPY cooperated. Just gotta love these days. And what a dichotomy from yesterday's trade. Plus, the result is about twice as good as well. So, something to think about when you really see stuff that lines up and setups that you trust and you believe in. It's okay to size up a little bit. And while I didn't take huge size today, I did double into my position, doubled into a winner, because I really felt that we could get a nice flush. Of course, didn't catch the entire move, but that's all right. So let's talk about the trade a little bit. I mentioned this morning on Twitter that I thought sort of a deja vu morning for me, right? I was going to look for to get short underneath 1053, or at least the break of 1053, depending on where it opened. It was settling in here in pre-market, really in a great spot above kind of this 1055, somewhere between 1050 and 1055, and then of course market makers sell the thing off and inflate premiums on the puts before the open. That's lame. They do it often. It's a pretty regular thing. It's annoying to me, but nevertheless, it's something you have to deal with. But we were going to gap down a little bit, which is certainly something I like to see, and then I love to see it rip out of the gates, take some of the buyers out, and then sell off. And that's exactly what happened today. Something of note, we had cloud alignment. Hold on, before we get there, I had also mentioned that I wasn't super thrilled about the daily, how the daily was looking, but anyway, nevertheless, I prefer it when the daily looks awesome, when there's a daily level that can be broke. But I really didn't think we were going to get really below that 1025-ish area, 1021. It's been a pretty sticky level over the last week or so, 10 days, as you can see here. These highs here are about 1021, 1024. These lows are, you guessed it, 1021, 1022, etc. So it's been a pretty sticky level, so that was my target today. I had mapped out getting short under 1053, hunting 1040, and then maybe getting a move down to retest that 1021 to 1025 level. It's pretty difficult to pick a number exactly on a name that trades, at $1,000 a share or something like that. So I usually look at zones, and I just kind of called it the 1021 zone, but really means 1025, 1022-ish. And certainly that's where it stopped again today. So something to keep note of, that level is really being sticky. So we, can look to get long with a hold of 1021 to 1025, or we can look to get short if it breaks it. So we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully it doesn't break it today. Hopefully it saves that look for next week. So, okay, well, let's hop in the trade real quick. Traded the 1050s today. Let me make sure I've got that right on my other screen here. Yes, traded 1050s. Traded 6 contracts of the 1050s. Pretty simple trade, frankly. Waited for this thing to rip. SPY ripped out of the gates. Took Tesla with it. Threw in a couple wicks, and then the second it broke this 832 candle, I got short. As it was heading for lows, I added 3 contracts and took out through the flush, and I was done. Net $1,148 on the day, and I put it away. In fact, this is the first time I've checked the market since I bailed out of that trade, and it was great. I will take that every day, particularly on Fridays. Fridays and Mondays, I really like to be green if possible. Of course, I like to be green every day, but we know that that's not a reasonable expectation. But Mondays and Fridays, I think, are really important to really pay attention to setups and put yourself in a good spot for either the week ahead, to give yourself a little cushion on the week. And of course, on Fridays, I just like to go into the weekend and go into my review sessions, motivated. I spend a bunch of time on the weekends on my weekly trades, or trades for the week rather, and spend a lot of time looking at things and just checking out new time frames and things like that, trying to find and hone and my edge and see what I can how I can get better for the week. And so it's always nice to kind of be jacked about that, right? The Masters are on this weekend, so I'll fire up the laptop in front of the TV, probably at the cabin this weekend, and review trades and putz around in the garage and watch the Masters. And it's that stuff is always nicer when you put in a nice day and you had a nice week. I've been green every day this month, every day this week, and got a target of $18,500 this month is my goal. So hopefully we can get there. Not sure if I will. Of course, we lose a day with Good Friday. I missed a day this week because I was stuck in a snowstorm. So not sure if I'm going to get there or not. I'm certainly not going to chase and make bad decisions just to get there. But I told myself if I could make 18.5 this month, that I would do something fun. And I'm going to start doing that every month, I think. I'm going to start setting pretty lofty goals, particularly at this size. I mean, if I'm trading 3 to 6 contracts a day, which is basically what I've been trading, if I can make 18,500 bucks this month, that'd be great production on that small size. So I'm pretty stoked. But I think I'm going to do that every month. I think I'm going to pick a goal, and then attach something fun to it. It's a good motivator. Simply focusing on P&L gets old, and while it's obviously important, it's how we make livings and how we pay our bills and how we get to retire eventually. It just kind of gets old just focusing on P&L. And so I was gonna do something else fun. I picked a beautiful restaurant to go to that I've been to once before, and gonna take my wife on a weekend trip to Madison and go to Les Trois and have a nice 6-course, 7-course pairing menu. Going to buy the elevated wine package as well with it if I hit this goal. And it'll be fun. Be expensive weekend, but that's okay. To do it every now and then, especially when I've put on a good month, I think that'll be neat. So we're going to try that. And if it doesn't work in April, we'll set a new goal for May and try it then. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, tired of rambling on, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing me more so. But hope you all had a great week. Hope you all have a great weekend. Enjoy the Masters. A bunch of soccer going on too across the world. That's going to be fun to watch. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Relax this weekend. Have a little fun. Say hello to friends and family. And rest. Get ready to crush it next week. Take care. Be well.